Greetings, filthy mortals of Universe 6. This is your resident nerd Asicon, and today we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. A peculiar re-release with glossy clothes, metallic hair, fewer accessories, and a much more reasonable price point. As with everything SH Figuarts, this sassy black-pink fan is full of joints! So we start things off with a ball-jointed head that can pretty much go everywhere, even to places it's not supposed to. His neck he's got 2 points, like up here in the head and then down in the base. So you can get some extra chicken, which is really good in the motive. Shoulders are kind of a lot. Like, you got this little hinge that makes it go forward, and boy does it go very far. And then of course, outside of that, right here, it's like a universal thing. Can do that, can go out and in. This sleeve part is connected, I think, via a ball joint here in the back as well, so it can move out of the way. Almost like unnatural shoulder pad levels of movement. But hey, it doesn't hinder itself in any way, and like, for the most part, you know, organically moves as to not be a nuisance, and it doesn't really super scratch off of or rub off on any other piece, so I guess that's cool. Bicep cut above, we got a double jointed elbow right there. We got a ball jointed wrist with a little hinge, and you can actually see, there it is, ball joint, and then there's a peg inside and a hinge here, and it can just kind of spin around any which way you want. You'd think this would hinder stuff once you've got your hands, like, you might think, oh, the hand isn't oriented well, but for the most part it kind of, you know, moves in a very natural flow. He's got so much in the torso. He's got like a ball joint up here, and then I believe a ball joint on the bottom as well, like hidden by this belt, so you can like, yeah, and then a little bit, not as much forward as I'd like, but the backwards lean is a lot. He's got universal hips as well. Can go about that far out and can kick not as much forward as I like. Maybe hindered by this little skirt gi, but luckily there is a split on either part, like it's two halves. So the split itself is not as, maybe more so here on this side, given how it's like designed. But that's a lot of range. There's a thigh cut that's really comfortable. We got a double knee. Just like, don't look at it from the side, it looks really flat. But from the side, it's not as bad as, like, say, older attempts at giving like this thick gi pants some bend. But yeah, like, it looks alright, but just don't look at it too hard from the side. So we got, yeah, double jointage over there. We got no boot cut, but the foot itself is on a ton of stuff, like a ball joint every which way. It can like ankle that far. It's got a toe, which I don't know if you really need this, but hey, it's there. So yeah, a ton of simple heroic action, as is the namesake of the line. Goku Black can do all this stuff. But, like, you know, limitations aside, I think that's just due to the nature of the design. But very, very nice, posable, fun to like play around with action figure, and it can do most things that you want it to do. SSJ Rose comes with 4 alternate faces depicting expressions of normal angry, evil smiley, fighting yelling, and slightly pissed off while looking to the left. Swapping out the faces is easy as punch. Simply pull off the front hairpiece, yank the face out, stare into the void for a few seconds, pop the alternate face in, and reattach to the front hair. As far as hands go, we got a pair of fists, grabby hands, Kung Fu Dragon Claw hands, and a right hand doing the instant pleasure, instant transmission pose. What's also a neat and canonical detail is that all right hands sport the time ring that Goku Black wears throughout the show. What's there to say? The SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black is by all accounts a solid action figure, a toy with a wide range of articulation to recreate most of the human eradicating punchy and kicky poses that your mind can muster. Even after saying all that, one can't help but at least be slightly disappointed with this package, as he is sorely lacking in the accessories department. I can excuse the omission of the scythe, but couldn't Bandai have at least included a smaller energy blade? Not even a straight karate chop hand for us to pretend that he has it? Heck, the set is also missing the hand to recreate the iconic pose that Goku Black takes after transforming to Rose for the first time. And here I was almost willing to look over those exposed nub marks. This package is so close to being great, but drops the ball right at the end, bringing it down to being just okay. But if you'd like to add this bringer of divine punishment to your Dragon Ball Super collection, head on over to GreatToysOnline.com to find great prices on great toys.